Hey guys, so throughout this semester I have learned a lot about different concepts and theories in interpersonal communication, but the three that I chose to focus on for this project are emotions, conflict, and forgiveness. I think these three concepts really just show how relationships can break down and how you can repair them and bring restoration to them. The relationship that I chose to focus on for the semester was between adopted and biological siblings. I have an adopted brother. My family adopted him when he was 10 years old and I was 11. And so there were just a lot of challenges at the beginning of that. And I think this class has helped me look back on that relationship and just taught me how to go at it in a better way and bring what I've learned in this class and apply it. So first, emotions. Emotions are defined as strong feelings intertwined with physical responses. And I think really they're a central part of communication. Emotions are not necessarily a bad thing to have. I think everyone has emotions, but they're only beneficial when we allow them to redirect us to Christ. And I think sometimes we can express our emotions in a way that is unclear, or that people can take that and misunderstand it, and emotions like that tend to lead to conflict, and then emotions really just get heightened. And I think it's important to express emotions in a healthy and beneficial way that doesn't lead to conflict. So conflict also plays a huge role in interpersonal communication. Conflict can be described as an expressed struggle between at least two interdependent parties who perceive incompatible goals, scarce resources, or opposing viewpoints. And then it becomes interpersonal after the frustration is expressed. So until it is expressed to the other party, it's just bitterness. It's just like a heart problem, really. And I think with adoption, conflict can come from a lot of different things, especially adoption when after he was 10 years old when we adopted him, and so he already had experiences and an upbringing in a way that was different than me and my siblings, and so yeah, conflict in adoption can really come from differences in expectations and identity, upbringing. And I think that just can lead to misunderstanding. And when you don't understand conflict, when you don't understand just how to navigate relationships, especially being so young, I think it leads to just miscommunication. It leads to resentment, honestly. Proverbs 15:1 says, "A soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger." And I really think that applies to this, just with the way that we're speaking to other people. That applies to emotions, that applies to conflict and forgiveness, actually. And conflict really just sets the stage for forgiveness. It points us to forgiving. And conflict is not necessarily a bad thing. It can actually be productive if handled well. And so you just have to know how to deal with it. And then forgiveness completes this cycle. Forgiveness is a central aspect of being a follower of Christ. Just as Christ forgave us, we are to forgive others. That's a non-negotiable. But it is a process, and the first step of forgiveness is being willing to forgive someone, or being willing to ask for forgiveness, because it goes both ways. It's not just forgiving someone in your heart, it's going to the person and seeking forgiveness when you have messed up, and having the humility to know when that is. Grudges lead to resentment, and conflict, again, can damage relationships, but forgiveness restores it. This class has been very beneficial for me, and I think that one thing that I'm really going to take away from this is just learning how to communicate in a way that honors Christ, and a way that strengthens my relationships instead of damages them. And just turning to scripture more for just everything, because the answers are all in there. And so just learning how to take scripture and take what I've learned in these theories and concepts and just put them together, kind of. I really want to be more mindful in how I express my emotions, and then approach conflict with humility and grace. And also approach forgiveness with humility and grace, but also to practice it more consistently in forgiving others, but also seeking forgiveness and asking for forgiveness when I've wronged someone. So yeah, I'm really grateful for this class. It has taught me a lot that I will take away from this semester and apply it to my daily life. Thank you.